Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my monthly favorites for September. Pretty sure this is going to be the shortest favorites I've ever done. I don't have a lot to go over, so let's just dive right in. I have a few pieces of makeup that I'm sure you're going to be able to guess, and I have one fail that also pretty sure you're going to be able to guess. So let's start off with makeup, and then I have a bunch of random things to share with you. Well, not a bunch. Some. That's going to make this pretty short. So the first thing I'm sure a lot of you can already guess is the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. I have absolutely been loving this palette. It's probably my favorite one to date from Natasha Denona, which is saying a lot considering I wasn't planning on picking this up. But I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I just used the mattes, but you can see in a bunch of my previous videos I've been playing around with the shimmers, the deeper shades, and just really getting my use out of this palette already. It's been really fun to play around with. Love all the finishes she included in this. The depth just will work for everyone. Plus you get to try out a bunch of her different special finishes. I love the cream to powders in here. I think they're beautiful. They just blend themselves, and had to give this a shout out first. Even though this next thing is probably my favorite of everything in here, this next thing is truly special. The more I play around with it, the more special I feel like this is. It is the new foundation from Haus Labs. It is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. It's medium coverage with fermented arnica in it. This packaging is like a rock. Super heavy, super luxe. I'm already planning on getting another shade in this. And what is so special about this foundation is the formula and how glowy and radiant it is while maintaining its wear. I've never used a foundation with this hydrating look or feel that wears as well as it does. Usually those types of foundations will just slip and slide off my face even though I have normal to dry skin. They still will go somewhere. This doesn't. It just stays on my skin. It looks super healthy. I'm wearing it today. Absolutely perfect match in this. It looks like my skin, just my tan skin, and I cannot get enough of this. I've tried mixing it with a couple of my favorite foundations. It plays nicely if you want to add some glow to your other foundations, and just the consistency I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy. I've even seen some people with oily skin really like this. I would definitely get a sample. That's the one thing I recommend about this. Getting a bunch of samples because you, one, want to make sure you like the foundation, and two, you want to get your right shade because for the average consumer, it's a little bit tricky to figure out your shade online because they use an opposite system from what the average consumer might be used to. It's kind of like MAC in where the undertones are reversed. You're wanting to neutralize the undertone in your skin, which you don't necessarily want. So yeah, get yourself a sample first, go in store, swatch it. I was pretty lucky getting my correct shade online. I feel like foundation matching is one of my strong suits. Pretty good at matching people to foundation and myself. It's just one thing that I've always felt like I've been good at in makeup. I have my weaknesses, but that's one of the ones that I'm like, yeah, I'm good at foundation matching. This lip I have been really enjoying. If you love the Too Faced Child Star liquid lipstick, I think you're gonna really like this color. It's from Laura Lee Los Angeles, and it's the liquid lipstick in Blushing. It's really nice as a mixer too. Often I've been just putting it on the center. I wanted to wear it all over my lips today though, so you can actually see the color. Very light, but you can deepen it with a lip pencil, and just a really pretty liquid lipstick formula and pretty color. But you have to like light nudes, like the Too Faced Child Star, which is discontinued right now. So if you want a great option, check this out. I'm actually gonna swatch them next to each other so you can see. They are different, but I think close enough. If you like Child Star, you definitely like this. So I ended up going on a swatching party apparently. So we have a bunch of shades here. Let me just get my bearings and remember what order I put these in. So this is Lace Detail from NYX. This is Too Faced Child Star. This is Laura Lee Blushing. And this one is Fair Game from Smashbox. They're all in a fairly similar family. The blushing one from Laura Lee has just a little bit more pink in it. I think it's still super pretty. And it dries down to about the same depth on my lips. So I really like these sort of colors. I find Lace Detail is actually pretty close to Child Star. It has a little bit more peach in it, but the formula is off for me. It's super, super drying and a little too thin. But the other formulas are great options if you're looking for that super light beigey pink nude. And then I've been back to using this powder for underneath my eyes. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Face Powder. I need another one of these. I know. I am scraping the edge here. I'm waiting for the Sephora sale. I don't know what it is about this powder. I always go back to it. It's the perfect under eye setting powder for me. I can also use it all over the face if I want. I kind of used it to highlight a few portions of my face, but mostly just set underneath my eyes. Super smooth, doesn't look dry, has a good amount of coverage for me, and just the perfect under eye setting powder. I had to sing its praises again in this video. I know it's not new, but it's what I've been reaching for, especially this month. And then also, these are new. These are the Kiss Blessed Lashes. They're the My Lash But Better style, super light band, and just a really pretty light wispy lash, if that's what you're looking for. I like to wear this without eyeshadow. With eyeshadow, it's great for every day. You can make these a little bit more dramatic depending on your eyeshadow. They just suit all looks, and just a great natural looking lash. They'll look like your lashes, just better. Exactly like the name. They're just your lash, but better. Just the right amount of drama for me in wisp and length. These ones are not natural by any means, but those ones definitely are. I have a tutorial coming up using those lashes. It's either up before or after. I'm not sure yet, but you will see those in action. They were a new product that I absolutely fell in love with this month, and highly, highly recommend checking out. Then Glamzilla came out with a collaboration with Nude Sticks, which I received in PR. And this has the most perfect bronzer and blush in it. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks, and I just think they're super flattering, and probably my favorite color combination that Nude Sticks has done in a set. It does come with that core stick, which I do like, but there's others that I like more than this, but I figure great to pick up and try out in the set if you like the Nude Sticks formula, which I absolutely love. So probably my favorite bronzer that Nude Sticks does is this Manila shade. It has a little bit of ruddy warmth to it, which is very flattering on my undertone. So very, very happy with these colors. And then this is Nude Buff, which is right under there. Kind of matches the tones in the lipsticks that I really enjoy. So if you like that kind of color and want a monochromatic moment, definitely something worth checking out. Another product that I've also mentioned on my channel in passing, just not this specific one, is the L'Oreal Paris Dream Lengths Wonder Water. It's the 8-second Wonder Water. It literally only does take 8 seconds for this to work in your hair. And I personally don't find a difference between the Dream Lengths version and the one in the brown bottle. It's just whatever's in stock I'll pick up at the time, but I've been using this since L'Oreal sent me my first bottle, and I've repurchased it since. So love this if you're looking for a quick repair to your hair. I reach for this more when I know I'm going to straighten my hair the next day and want a super sleek style, because I find it gives shine. It doesn't weigh down my hair, but it makes it look super smooth, which I feel is suitable for when my hair is straight. I've been wearing my hair straight so often. If you've checked my IG stories, this is the first time I've actually curled my hair a little bit in a very long time. I've been loving the straight hair look, and this just kind of helps my hair look better, makes my hair look healthier. It's a great staple, really affordable. If you're looking for some kind of a hair mask or treatment, I would start here first, because you don't have to leave it in your hair forever, and I feel like you get results instantaneously pretty much with that. So it's a great product, available at the drugstore. I've been using it for years now. Whenever it first came out, I've been using it since. I know a lot of you want a updated hair care routine. I'm just like popping in some hair stuff here and there, so that is one that's always a staple in my routine. A fail for this month is the Patrick Ta foundation. If you watched my review video, you know why. I had a reaction to it, so obviously that's a fail for me. Couldn't include that. And even if I didn't have a reaction, it wouldn't have been a favorite anyway, so I'm not too pressed about it. It is what it is. Didn't work out for me. I know a lot of people love it, so if you love it, that's great. I'm happy for you. I have found my love in a couple other foundations, so you know what? We all like our different things. That one's just a little too dry for me. It didn't work out. Made my skin freak out. So that is my only fail this month. And then we have a lot of random stuff. I do have lifestyle, and I'll have books at the end. I actually have some books to mention in this one. And this has been a long time coming, this lifestyle mention, and I'm not sure why I haven't mentioned it. I don't often include clothes, but lately I've been trying to think of more stuff that I wear to include, because these are an every week item for me since I got them. I got these in December of last year, so we're approaching a year that I've had these. And they're from Shein, and they're the glow mode. I think they're called leggings. And these ones were one of their best sellers, but now they have a style that is more trending right now that has that front dip to it, which is the #1, but it's the same material. If you want something straight across, like a Lululemon Align pant, you'd really like these, and they have the more trendy style, which I want to pick up as well. Good price, and I actually reach for these more than my Lululemon Aligns. They are that soft. I've worn these every single week for almost a whole year now at this point, and they still feel so soft. They just wash better than Aligns. I have a special load that I do for all my special fabrics, which I include this in, and it's just still as soft as the day I got it. It is so incredibly soft. If you've tried these, you know how soft these are, and I can't believe I'm saying this. This is even softer than Align to me. I know a lot of people find them comparable. I didn't think they would be. But on the outside, I feel like they're softer. In terms of the weight of them, I do feel like Aligns are a little bit lighter in weight. That's all I can tell the difference. But in terms of the softness, I would say that these are actually softer than Aligns and wash a whole lot better. I get some pilling still on my Lulus, which I know they say that doesn't happen, but it does. And those have a little bit of pilling. This material has never done it for me, so anything in that material I want to pick up. I do have the bras that are supposed to be a dupe for the Lululemon one as well. That is the Align type material. I don't like those as much as I like the leggings. The leggings are just on another level of good, so highly recommend checking those out if you haven't from Shein. Great price point. In my last favorites video, I included games because I love games. Board games, video games. I'm just a gamer. I love games. And these are two that have been really fun that I picked up this past month. We have the What Do You Meme, which I know a ton of people probably already know, but it's so fun. You can play with up to 20 people with this. And it's kind of like Balderdash if you've ever played that game, which is so fun, but less work. This is less work than that because you don't have to write stuff out. This is really fun. It says ages 17 plus, and I can see that because it has certain cards in it that make it more of an adult version. However, my daughter was playing this with me and she's 7 and she totally understands the game and is so funny with it. Like, so funny. She picks out the best ones to match. So you get a random meme card and you have a bunch of cards in your hand and everyone picks what card they think matches that meme the best, and you get the funniest things that people come up with, and you score points based on the person who is picking their favorite if they like your card. So good. Highly recommend. Easy to play. It just makes for a really fun game night with a bunch of people if you want a lot of people included. Super easy to do. Not too much thinking and just a laugh. Like, you're going to have so much fun with that game. And I know it's been out for a bit, but I just picked it up and love it. And this one is really fun for the kids. Again, easy to play, kind of like Yahtzee, but you're making a pizza. So this is called Pizza Party. You have 5 dice, and you're just trying to make a pizza. So you have 6 slices, and you and your opponent are rolling your 5 dice at the same time, and you have to match your card. So as soon as you match all your dice to your card, you can move on to your next slice, and the person who gets 6 slices first wins the game. So it's kind of a race. Really fun. Again, easy to play, which I like, and my kids really enjoy it, so wanted to give that a mention. You can also have more people play this if you buy more sets. So if you want to add 2 additional players to the game, you just have to buy another set, and this was under $10, I think. So it will add up if you're adding more sets and want more people to play. I just have the one, which is super fun. And then I have a couple books to mention that will round out this video. So we have Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas, which finally I finished this. It's so thin, probably the smallest book I've read in over a year. However, I couldn't read for so long because of my back, and people were wondering why I couldn't read because of it. I literally could not sit down and I couldn't lay down. So for me, I'd have to stand if I wanted to read, which not going to happen. I could have listened to an audiobook. But for me, I love the feeling of a real book in my hands. So now that I can finally do these things comfortably, sit or lay down, I'm back to reading. So I was able to finally finish that. I wanted to finish it, but I just couldn't do it because I was in so much pain. I just started reading the new one from Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is Carrie Soto is Back. And she wrote Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones and the Six, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which are all fantastic books from the author. And so far I'm really enjoying it. I love her character development and settings, and she often gets me into a story that I normally wouldn't think that I would enjoy, because this is about a tennis player's comeback, but she just does such a great job at making me want to know more. She's a fantastic writer. Got the depth from the character and the setting, but just an effortless writing style, I guess, is how I describe her writing. I haven't finished the book yet. I can't tell you how I like that, but so far so good, and I love her novels. I really liked Malibu Rising. That was a 5-star, and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo I thought was fantastic as well. I never read Daisy Jones and the Six, though. I'm not sure why. I'll have to grab that from the library after, but saw that at Costco when I was there, and normally I don't buy books. These just happen to be 2 that I have, and I picked it up from Costco. But I'm a library girl through and through. I love going to the library. That's probably the place I frequent the most. So that is everything for my September favorites and fails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I would love to know what you have been loving this past month, whether it's beauty, books, lifestyle. Leave them down below. I love to know your favorites so I can go check them out. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.